Here in Group 6, you're talking about separating the men from the boys. USL eCup Rocket League edition. It's Loudoun United taking on Hartford Athletic. Mike Watts, Devin Kerr on hand for the call this one. Devin, rules don't change. It's still 1v1, but really coming into focus, top two get through. So if Hartford loses here and Loudoun wins again, I mean, Loudoun with a plus 23 goal difference, it's hard to imagine they're not one of the top two.
Damon Gray struggled for sure against Jake Mickelson, but how about Brandon Williamson, B-Dubs? He smoked Energy FC, and he smoked the other B-Dubs, Billy Walton, but now is the time where you got to focus back in. Damon Gray, he's really inspired by this tournament, and why not? We're playing for charity. You said it, Mike, top two. Union Omaha may be the favorite, but Damon Gray still has something to prove.
Hartford is playing for food share for Loudoun. They're playing for the Community Foundation of Loudoun and Visit Loudoun and their Tourism and Hospitality Relief Fund, which in this current COVID-19 crisis is so massively important.
Rookie Rocket League player in Brandon Williamson, rookie pro, but he is not rookie in his overall performance. Damon Gray is going to have to step up to the plate here.
We have a big one coming up here between Loudoun and Hartford in Group 6. You aren't going to want to miss kickoff after this.
Come out, wherever you are.
I've got new Mountain Dew Zero Sugar with the same refreshing taste as the original.
But without any of the sugar! Here's Mountain Dew Zero.
I am thirsty.
Huh? Zero sugar.
DJ, I like the melody, but I gotta move my body. Oh, oh, I gotta shake it on the floor. I got the movement and the attitude. I got something you could do. You could put my record on. You could play my favorite song. The one where the bass goes boom, 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 boom.
Time to get it on in Group 6, USL eCup Rocket League Edition, Match Day 2 for Hartford Athletic and Loudoun United. Loudoun playing in gray. Brandon Williamson, a winner in Match Day 1 against OKC, 14-0 and 10-1, but it's unclear just how much that means. The eventual bounce went the wrong way, but Williamson showing he's no fluke.
It means something, Mike. 24 goals. Yeah, he's going to surpass that. He is going after Damon Gray here. Let's have a little fun.
Gray again gets the piece of the kickoff. Gray is out of boost. Gray tried to flip it over. Oh, this is ugly carnage.
Throwing his body around. I like it. Get stuck in. Studs up the whole way.
Williamson has the boost to work with. Clipped off twice. Gray hoping for a poor clearance. Off the backboard and streaking through. Gray a little unlucky he wasn't able to get that second ball to fall for him. Williamson with the wall clear, but it bounces back central. Gray knows he has to get back.
This is much better from him.
Watch out! There it is! B-Dubs using the side wall to parry this off and send it in.
And the commentator's curse in full effect. Really liked what I was seeing out of Damon Gray. Defensively, getting involved. Unfortunately, having a little trouble playing out of the back. B-Dubs made him pay.
Williamson floats this high of the crossbar. Williamson pulls the emergency brake. Pushed up high, chance to dunk this. It's the second touch off the half volley that has Williamson ahead by 3 goals.
Damon Gray is starting to fade a little bit here. He fought his way back in, but now it's slipping. And you're just wondering if he's willing to trade some of that illustrious pizza that we spoke about for possibly a bribe. Al's Burger Shack is something that comes to mind, although that's more Chapel Hill as opposed to Raleigh-Durham, where this Duke boy hails from.
Devin, I was going to say that we came under fire for our commentary on New Haven Pizza, but that's not true.
It's just you.
Gray gets the goal he needed.
That's what he's got to do. Quick little touch. He saw that. So it doesn't normally happen. Brandon Williamson, B-Dubs 11, out of position. And how about the yin and the yang on the tires?
Williamson with another challenge. Able to tap it home.
Three goals behind, best of 3 series. Still within reach. Got to get more out of some Damon Gray, though. Otherwise,
Attempted bicycle.
pizza for everyone.
On who?
Not me. Jackie Moon.
Williamson. That was a difficult goal to actually score given where he was.
One of the better ones we've seen, too. Notice the boost. Little aerial strike. No dribbling in this game. We've decided to forego that, and we're just going with long-distance strikes. Top 10 Sports Centers only, Mike.
Brandon Williamson. Here comes Gray. If he hits this right, it could be a game changer. Is it too little too late?
The Hartford man is not wailing yet. 3 back. He's got an opportunity here. Minute 15 to go, Mike.
Williamson denied. Strong-willed defense.
The boost. Oh, there's a good challenge. Watch
And
out.
he's beaten him to the ball. There's the air dribble. Williamson appears to have sealed the deal in Game 1, and in the opening match day for all the groups, that's been the kiss of death for opposition.
Solo plays are what dominate this game, and guess why, Mike? Because we're playing 1v1. That's why.
Oh, this could have been terrific. He went over top of the vehicle in front of him, and ultimately Gray unable to get there, both front flipping in. Gray off the flip.
telling you, he's showing some spurts. It's probably out of reach for this game, Mike, but there is still 30 seconds to go. We've seen crazier things than 3 goals in that time frame.
And it's going to give him a lot of optimism for Game 2. Mad Hat Massive, we know, have been watching very closely. Well, that's a tough one. They have to respawn with this little time left. And Williamson, at the length of it, 6'3", Devin. Williamson looking for a little bit more. Oh, could that make a difference? If goal difference doesn't go Loudoun's way, somehow, some way, and I don't know about that. That may have been a big one. USL eCup Game 2 coming up.
DJ, I like the melody, but I gotta move my body. Oh, oh, I gotta shake it on the floor. I got the movement and the attitude. I got something you could do. You could put my record on. You could play my favorite song, the one where the bass goes boom, 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 boom.
USL eCup Rocket League Edition. Is this the moment where Hartford Athletic begins their triumphant comeback story? Or will Loudoun United power through and put themselves on the cusp of the knockout stage? We may already have an answer. Williamson picking up where he left off.
Not a good look. 7 seconds in. If it was outside 10 seconds, I would say he would have a chance. But inside 10 makes me very nervous. I'd like my dollar back, Michael.
Gray with the bump. Williamson dribbling forward. Gray intercepts, but only for a moment. It allows Williamson to careen off into the corner. Finally impeded.
Oh, that's
Williamson. Is it? It is.
As R. Kelly would say, Mike, there's nothing wrong with a little bump and grind.
Little bump and grind off the kickoff. Gray. The angle was tough. Williamson puts that back toward his own goal, but he escapes any peril. Brandon Williamson for Loudoun United. Devin for Loudoun. The way they describe what they're doing here, they're raising money for the housekeepers who make the bed, the front desk clerk that gives you the keys, the servers, the farmers, musicians who play at the bar that you like, the drivers, the ones who brew the beer, tend the vines, distill the spirits, and then serve them. That's what this is all about for them. And right now, Loudoun United have to be pretty pleased by who they had representing them and their charity.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Mike. I'm going to try, but then I decided, no, you did well.
The Tourism and Hospitality Relief Fund right now is getting a heck of an advertisement from Brandon Williamson, who trialed as a soccer player, not a Rocket League player. with Birmingham
I'm with you.
Legion in preseason. That could have changed everything. Three goals down. Damon Gray looking for some kind of comeback.
Oh, well done. See, that's what you got to do. He understood that it was going to come his direction. He had a lot of patience. And now just use the boost to your advantage, but you have to manage it appropriately. Little touch here, little touch there. Brandon Williamson's too good to understand what your game plan is going to be. You got to figure out another way to break him down.
It was a great first touch by Williamson that got him out of harm's way. Oh, wow. Oh, look at that dribble to set up B-dubs.
He's good. He's definitely going to give everybody something to think about in this group, especially after the performance Mickelson put on. Brandon Williamson is one who just keeps grinding away, tickling the nylon on the back of that net. After this performance, he's probably going to jump to the favorite on my list, at least within this group.
Is the respawn going to arrive in time? There comes Gray, but he's over pursued. It goes the other way. Well, if you're Hartford, you are going to need a spectacular result against OKC and then hope for some help to get into the knockout stage if this result holds. Oh, overran it. Ball was a changeup. He was thinking fastball.
Yeah, a little stutter step. Oopsie daisy. It's the old oopsie-doo from the 1983 World Series brought back in Rocket League form. Who can forget that great play?
Who played in the which World Series?
1983, Michael. Do you know who was in that?
No. I wasn't
That was
born
the-
yet, Devin.
Well, neither was I, but I still watch TV, Mike, and I'll tell you who was in it. Baltimore Orioles and Philadelphia Phillies.
That's a big goal there for Gray. If his goal difference is supposed to be the difference in the final match day, it might not be enough with 1:01 to play to make a match of this. And Brandon Williamson, who celebrated his birthday on April the 2nd. Appears poised to give himself a tremendous gift.
It's the gift that keeps on giving, Mike.
Literally, the gift is you might make the knockout stage. How could you not like that gift? Williamson got over the top of the keeper. And with the follow-up, makes it 6-1. And Brandon Williamson is going to be on 6 points atop the group. He appears like he's going to the knockout stage.
And defensively, it's been much better as well. Remember, gave up 3 last time. Only 1 this time around, Mike. And you can imagine, with 2 wins in a row, the knockout round's almost assuredly calling his name. If not, you're speaking Greek.
Loudoun United have won all 4 of their games, both of their matches, and fairly convincingly so. We'll show you how they won this matchup in match day 2 of USL eCup after this break. Here are your highlights in Group 6. Hartford Athletic and Loudoun United both looking for wins for very different reasons. Loudoun could essentially punch their ticket. Hartford just trying to stay alive, keep a pulse. They are going to need a win in match day 3, Devin, after Loudoun really took it to Hartford.
I have to be honest, Mike, I started to shed a tear a little bit when I heard the highlight music for USL Championship. You combine that with the fact that I was denied pizza from Damon Gray, but that's okay. We will live another day. Unfortunately, it looks like Hartford Athletic will not be advancing. There's still an outside chance, but the way that Brandon Williamson and Jake Mickelson are playing, it's going to be a long shot.
Well, Mad Hat Massive knows more often than not. This is a quote. We lose every week. We lose every week. They're nothing special. We lose every week. Loudoun United, they look pretty special. Loudoun United picks up the win over Hartford Athletic. Thanks for watching Group 6 here in USL eCup.